Hello everybody, how's it going? It's me, Crendor, and welcome back to Crendor Talks in front of a shitty green screen. Today, we're talking about Battletome. Specifically, who needs a new Battletome right now? Because here's the roadmap we have that we know. And we obviously know this is Lumineth and this is Tzeentch. So the only Battletomes that we don't know are these two Destruction ones, and then Slaves to Darkness, which is in the winter. But there are rumors for the Destruction ones that it's going to be like Gits and Ogres, or Gits and Sons of Bahamut. I've heard pretty much everything. I usually have heard that Gits are one of the tomes, although I guess it could be Ogres and Sons of Bahamut. I've heard some people say there's who's a what's it, a new faction. I don't think they're gonna do a new faction. I think it's definitely, I'd say Gits and something else. Gits is so bad that they're like in their own tier, man. So I think it's gonna be Gits, and then I don't know if it's gonna be Ogres or Sons of Bahamut. I think probably Ogres if I had to guess, but who knows? We'll see. But I want to talk about going forward past winter 2022, Slaves to Darkness. Who's gonna be next up? And I have a few ideas and a few people that I really hope are on that list. So, looking at the current army lists, right? Let's start with order. So we have Cities of Sigmar. They need one. There's Daughters of Cain. They don't need one. Fire Slayers. I mean, they just got one, but they just need new models. Deepkin just got one. Caradron definitely need one. So that's two, I would say, in Alliance order. They really need one. And then I guess you could give Seraphon one. Like, the Seraphon one is kind of outdated now. The problem with the Seraphon one is it's still good. You know what I mean? So if they make a Seraphon one, I think it's going to get the Daughters of Cain treatment, where they, like, tweak some stuff, you know, remove some overpowered things, maybe buff some other units nobody really uses, a little allegiance ability tweak. But I think they're going to, for the most part, probably keep it the same. And for that reason, I actually think the Seraphon book is going to be one of the first in 2023. It makes sense to me that they would probably do something like that and be like, hey guys, it's working for the most part, but we had to tweak some stuff. Here you go. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I'm feeling with Seraphon. But Cities of Sigmar and Caradron Overlords both desperately need a book, and I think they will both get a book in 2023, but I don't know when. So if I had to guess, I'd probably say, you know, probably spring or summer. I don't think it would be the end of next year, but we'll see. I've been fooled by the Games Workshop before. Then we go to Grand Alliance Chaos. So obviously Slaves to Darkness is getting one. Nurgle just got one, which was great. I love playing the Nurgle one. Tzeentch is getting one. I'm looking forward to that. I'm actually going to be playing a Tzeentch army now. That's the next army on my list. Oh boy. Who's the other person just got one? Skaven. Duh. Only my most played army. So Skaven, Slaves, Nurgle, Tzeentch, which leaves Slaanesh, Khorne, and Beast of Chaos. And man, those are three tomes that really need help. Slaanesh came out the most recent, but it's still, like, outdated and not great. Khorne, I think, is the oldest Battletome that hasn't been updated at this point. And Beast of Chaos is, I think, the second oldest Battletome that hasn't been updated at this point. Now, some people might go, oh, but Beast of Chaos is doing great right now. Yeah, if you take, like, Dragon Ogres and cockatrices, and what's the other thing people just spam? The, like, Bulgors or something. Like, that's not fun to me. Like, it's just not fun. Like, I want to play the units in the army. Like, I'm like, oh, how's Gorgons? Oh, they suck. They're okay, but they'll probably just die. Oh, what about the dudes that throw the big rocks? The Cygors. Oh, they suck. Okay, what if I run these units? Oh, yeah, those suck. Okay, but those suck. Like, I just want the monsters in Beast of Chaos to be more fun than better. Like, so I'm a big Beast of Chaos person. It was one of the first armies I really wanted to collect. So I'm really hoping a Beast of Chaos book is like early 2023. That's my wish list, but I would take any point in 2023. As long as I know a new book was coming, I'd be fine with it. Be like, great, awesome, please. But I feel for Khorne as well. Khorne is like, man, they need something. So I'm hoping that all three of those get a book in 2023. Obviously, I'm hoping Beast of Chaos a little sooner rather than later, but I do think they will. Then we go to Grand Alliance Death. We have the Night Haunt, which just got a book, and it's been fantastic, so good for them. We have Soulblight Gravelords, which I think got like the last book, or one of the last books of the 2.0, and it's actually not bad, because I think you could tell they were making it for 3.0 when they were making the book. And they're still pretty strong, so I don't think they really need a new book yet. They'll probably be one of those where it's just thrown in with the others, like, hey, we slightly updated it, because I don't think they have to do too much. But Flesh Eater Courts and Ossiarch Bone Reapers. So Flesh Eater Courts definitely need one, but they need more models. Like, they're one of those armies. Like, they just need more models to do stuff with. Because if you look at even if you look, like, sort by all the armies and you look at how many units are in the army, I think Flesh Eater Courts actually have the least. They have, next, like, Sons of Bahamut, I mean. They have 17 models. Is anybody less than that? Oh, my mistake. Fire Slayers. Fire Slayers might actually be the worst. They have 16, and most of them look the same. Like, man, they gotta do something. Caradhran 17, which isn't much better. Deepkin are 18, but Deepkin's got like a decent variety of stuff, even though it's not that many. And then Daughters of Cain 17. Interesting. I didn't know they had that few. But man, Flesh Eater Courts just need some love. And Ossiarch Bone Reapers just really need a new book. Like, their old book, the mechanics are outdated. The game has moved past them. Like, you can still play them, but it's just not fun. They also probably need like maybe a couple more units. They don't need a lot. They need like I'd say they need like some sort of ranged unit, like skeleton archers, like they have in the Warhammer Underworld warband. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe like another monster, like a big monster, you know what I mean? And then maybe like some fast thing, because they're all slow, like a chariot would be kind of neat. And it feels like the chariot would make sense, because they're kind of like a Roman skeleton army, so I feel like they should have a chariot, right? With skeleton horses, that'd be pretty neat. So that's my Ossiarch Bone Reaper wish list. I really hope their book comes soon, because I have an entire OBR army. I built it, and then I played them twice, and I was like, this army's kind of boring to play. But I like all their models, and I think their concept is really cool, so I hope they get a new book soon. And then we have Grand Alliance Destruction, which, as we just mentioned, there's 2 new books coming for that. And we have Gits, Ogors, War Clan, and Sons of Bahamut. So obviously it's not going to be the Orcs, because they just got a book. Although I wouldn't mind if that book got updated a bit again, because I'm like, it's okay. I don't know. I was expecting a little more from it. I really hope Gits is one, because I love the Gits, man. I got a bunch of Gits I haven't built. I'm getting ready for it. I love just the goofy, wacky, dumb stuff that Gits do. And then Ogors. I actually have some Ogres. I've never done much with them, probably because, I don't know. They're like an okay army to me, but I can definitely see them needing some love. But maybe after they got a new book, that'd be cool. I do like the Thunder Tusks, like the riders on the big mammoths. I think they're part of the Ogors. So I would actually have that start collecting. I've been waiting to build it. So if they got a new book, I would definitely build that, because I think those models are really cool. In fact, I might just build them anyway, because I think those models are cool. And Sons of Bahamut. I have one son, one giant. I don't know. I thought I had him here. He's not here. And he's pretty cool. But I don't know. I'm not a big, like, play with 3 models and a couple, like, you know, I don't know. The army doesn't really interest me. Like, I get some people are like, oh, this is great. I just got to buy 3 models, paint them up, and then they're good to go. But for me, listen, I play Skaven. I literally have like 60 clan rat minimum every game. So it's just not my style, but they could probably use a bit of an update, but they did just get a book not that long ago, so I don't know. I think all 3 of these are going to get updates. Obviously, 2 of them are going to get updates soon, and I think the 3rd one will probably get an update like early 2023. I would say they're one of the early, maybe like spring. I could see that happening for them, but if I had to pick who's going to get the first 4 Battletomes of 2023, if there's like none after 2022 with Slaves to Darkness, there might still be one more. We don't know. I mean, they've been doing 4 a quarter, or 4 per season, I guess. So, I mean, there could be another one with Slaves to Darkness. Who knows? We could see, like, the only reason they released Slaves to Darkness on the roadmap is because it got leaked, right? So, I mean, it very well could be that there's, like, 1 or 2 more Battletomes, even 3, in the winter that we don't know about. So, I mean, if that's the case, that'd be pretty sweet. But if not, I'd say the next 4. If I had to take my wild guess right here, I'm gonna go Ossiarch Bone Reapers, mainly because I think they just made that army like a few years ago. They put a lot of effort into it. I think they're pretty popular, and I think their rules are just outdated in terms of how to play the army. So I think they need one of the updates the most. I'd like to say Beast of Chaos, but they are doing well currently, so I'm like, maybe, but that doesn't stop them from doing stuff before. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say Beast of Chaos, because I'm a crazy person. I think it would be Khorne or Beast of Chaos. I don't think they're gonna do both. I think it's gonna be one or the other, and I think Beast of Chaos will go first, and then I think Khorne will go right after. And then I'm gonna go Seraphon. I mentioned that earlier. I'm gonna say Seraphon's one, and then I think my other book would come down to either Cities or Caradhran, and I think it goes to Cities. So I would say Cities, Seraphon, Beast of Chaos, and Ossiarch Bone Reapers are probably the first 4 for 2023. That's my guess. But obviously, if if they're like, oh, Slaanesh is 1 and Caradhran's 1 and Flesh Eater Courts is 1, I'd be like, all right, great. Like all those armies just need something, man. They're so sad. Or Khorne, like they need something. In fact, when I was playing my one of my games the other week against one of my friends who was playing Khorne, I was putting my clan rats on the table, and he was like, wait, what's the clan rat like war scroll? And I read it, and he's like, I think clan rats are just better blood letters. Was it blood letters? Blood letter war scroll. Like, I think they're legit just better blood letters. Let's see. Blood letters are 5-inch move. I think this is the most updated, which it probably is. They haven't gotten updated. 5-inch move, 5 up save, 10 bravery, 1 wound, 1 attack, 4/3, minus 1/1 damage. And I think they're like 100 points, 105 points. I don't know how many points blood letters are. They might be a little over that, because clan rats, you get 20 for 100 points, and they're 6-inch move, 5 up save. Their bravery sucks, 1 wound, but you got 20. And then if you're using swords, which you are, because there's no reason not to, you get 1 attack, 4/4, no ren, 1 damage. But like, obviously, they're just there to die. They're there to get in the way. So I mean, for the most part, like, you would take clan rats over blood letters like any day of the week, I think. I would. Clan rats are just insane for their cost value, but either way, that's the video I wanted to make. I just wanted to talk about Battletomes. I want to see what I think's gonna happen. Let me know your predictions down in the comments section below, and I'm gonna do another one of these, but I'm gonna do it for which armies need their models, well, their line refreshed the most. Which, it's probably pretty easy to find a few of those. Skaven, Seraphon. So we'll talk about that. Beast Chaos. So we'll talk about that, and in a well, I don't know what I'm saying, in a new video. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Okay? Okay. See ya.